And now I'd give the floor to the distinguished representative of Malaysia, to be followed by Zambia and the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Thank you, Mr. Co-Chair. Malaysia associates itself with the statement delivered by Myanmar on behalf of ASEAN. We very much appreciate the Co-Chair's effort in preparing the Zero Draft and in bridging the many inputs, views, and comments expressed by Member States. We have come to a critical juncture in our effort to make a huge difference in the world we live in. We have an opportunity to transform our world to make it safer in order to protect our economy and people, especially the vulnerable, from the devastating effects of natural disasters exacerbated further by poverty, climate change, unsustainable development, corruption, and mismanagement. In our effort to make improvements, it is imperative that we come up with a document that not only further strengthens our effort on reducing disaster risk, but also one that links up with other international communities' commitments and agreements related to our common desire to further improve our effort to reduce risks and disasters. In 2015, we are expected to adopt two other strategic documents, namely the Post-2015 Development Agenda and the Global Agreement on Climate Change. Malaysia wishes to emphasize the importance of maintaining the coherence and alignment across policies, practices, and partnership for the implementation of the aforementioned Post-2015 Initiative, the Post-2015 Framework on Disaster Reduction, as well as the already adopted Sustainable Development Agenda. Questions have also been posed as to whether the post-HFA framework should be considered to carry more binding duties and obligations to be discharged by those signing it. In this regard, we must recognize that institutions in developing and underdeveloped world are already struggling to manage their development efforts, let alone disaster risk and inherent vulnerability to natural hazards. Malaysia is of the view that the strength of the HFA today is due to its voluntary nature, and as such, we should avoid the use of binding terms in the successor document. We should strive instead on a framework that is flexible and implementable by the range of situations that countries and local communities find themselves in. The framework should recognize that provide different starting points and different choices while prioritizing other actions. This will facilitate the identification of supporting action and monitoring of progress. The successor document should also reflect on the obligations of the international community, particularly the developed nations, toward supporting the less developed countries in strengthening their national capacity to build resilience and ability to identify and address the underlying causes of disasters. In conclusion, we wish to reaffirm our commitment to reducing disaster risk and our continual effort towards implementing the HFA and in its successor framework document. We look forward to seeing the fruitful outcome of the negotiation process. Thank you.
I thank the distinguished representative of Malaysia.